Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is a follow-up to the last scene. This scene is called The Well of Sorrows Runs Deep. If you are not of 18 years old minimum, please get the fuck out and stop watching. We open with Vinny having talked Nebula into going to the goblin market with him.
Okay, Nebby. When we go inside, we'll just ask around to see if we can find anything. Do not make any deals.
Nope, not making any deals.
I have an apple in my pocket.
Okay. Tiny.
The nicest apple that Mary has. Huh?
I do not see the apple.
I know.
Yeah.
As you arrive at the market, Tiny, you actually see your two best friends in the world.
And I wave. Oh, hello.
Vinny blinks and waves. Vinny also has an apple in his pocket, but it's in his coat because it's cold. So,
two best friends in the world. Do I know them?
I was saying you and Vinny were Tiny's best friends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Rude.
No. I was like, wait a minute.
Shame on you, Heather. Take the win.
Hashtag oblivious. Okay.
Vinny blinks and waves to Tiny, and then he goes over to him and says, "Were you looking to find more about Josie too?"
No, I was going to, and he reaches in the pocket and pulls out an apple. I was going to get you the crown that you seemed to wanted.
Nebby's just going to blink and look.
Vinny grabs the apple and shoves it into his coat before she notices.
Okay.
And he gives him a look, and that finger up in the air, like, don't let him see.
That means be quiet.
I love Tiny. So as you go in, you will notice during the daytime the market is a lot different. There's less drugs and orgies and more normal marketing. There's still, like, you can still buy creatures, slaves. There's one stall going, get your hide meat of a changeling. We have beast, we have fairest. We will cook it in the best of sauces.
Tiny starts looking in that direction.
I'm grabbing Tiny. I'm grabbing Tiny.
And then as we call it, because we know out of character what it is, the Snow White stall. She's still there. She's got the crown. She's got other odd and little knickknacks. I mean, Vincent would recognize most of it from the castle.
Vinny, like, subtly is looking over towards the stall and everything. And he looks to Nebby and Tiny, and he says, now, we probably should look for clues around here. I'm not suggesting split up, but we can cover more ground.
Now, she went through mirror, right?
I talked with Wes. He told me I probably shouldn't try to contact her through a mirror. Lest where she's at isn't something I should see and could hurt me.
Well, you know mirror's best.
He nods softly. Just because I can see through them doesn't mean that the place to see through is a place that should be seen through.
And they say Mom always comes back.
I believe the best course of action, though, is just to ask around. I wouldn't ask the hobgoblins. See if there are other changelings.
She'll nod.
What? I forget what a hobgoblin is.
They're basically like what you would see in movies. They're hobgoblins and goblins. They live in the hedge.
Mm.
They literally look like little stereotypical out of a fantasy movie or book goblins and hobgoblins. Like a couple of them from far away look like they'd be like ugly children, and then as you get closer, there's just enough features up close. You're like, nope, that's a goblin. Like the only human-looking one in the market is Bianca in her booth,
Mm-hmm.
which her booth sign says "Retrievals from the Snowland."
Well, like, Vinny is so drawn to that stall, trying his best.
Just don't let her see.
Yep.
Like she's waving at Nebula, and she's being a normal, friendly, looks about 14-year-old girl.
I am in a strange location. I am not waving at anybody. Slightly agoraphobic, anybody?
Well,
I mean, she's even tiny.
I would say it's a good idea to, even though this is a terrible idea, any other time, perhaps we should split up and ask for things. Actually, no. Tiny, would you stay with Nebula?
Okay.
Because he just realized it's probably not a good idea to let Tiny go off asking people, because then he will make a deal with hobgoblins. It's a terrible idea.
Barbecue changeling meat.
Oh God, no.
There's nothing wrong with a changeling burger or two.
She'll poke him.
He puts Tiny's hand into Nebula's and like shakes them together and say, "Stick together. I can look. I'm quiet.
And you're gonna be safe."
Of course."
I feel like you guys don't trust me.
Trust has nothing to do with it.
Vinny just gently rubs his shoulder and says, "It's not trust. It's we care about you and we don't want you to be hurt. So we want you to be safe."
I'm only looking for a weapon. See if there's cool weapons here.
One of the nearby hobgoblins that looks like an ugly child from far away stops because I make weapons, you beautiful bastard.
He said I'm beautiful. He's my friend. Come here.
Oh God! And she's trucking after him, going, "What the hell is he fixing to do now?"
Yeah, Vinny lets them run off, and whenever they disappear, he turns and looks over to the stall and slowly makes his way over.
Hi, welcome to Bianca's Retrievals. How can I help you?
That crown, you said it's offered for an apple.
Everything in my stall is for an apple. I need 5 apples before I can leave the market.
5 apples?
She nods. Yes.
Vinny smiles softly because, it's not hard to get apples. And he takes an apple out. You need 5 more apples, or how many more do you need?
I have 3 right now.
He takes out the other apple that Tiny had. Because he swiped it off of Tiny. And
she immediately puts them under the counter as if she's trying to keep others from seeing what's in her basket of apples.
Uh-huh.
And she pushes the crown to him and she goes, "Would you like anything else as a bonus since you double paid?"
He scans, looking around.
There's necklaces from your keeper's castle, dresses, there's a chessboard, there's a frame that's empty that a mirror would go into.
An empty frame?
Mm-hmm.
Benny takes touches the frame and takes it.
Oh, those are great choices. Excuse me for one moment, please. And she'll climb up onto the counter and then yell at the top of her lungs, "Hey, you cocksuckers." And every goblin just stops, including the one that was showing weapons to you, Tiny. She goes,
"Oh,
I'm free of all goblin debt," and dumps the apples all over the ground.
Nebby is just looking at this like, what the hell?
I get to go home back to Chicago, and starts skipping out the gateway.
I'm watching this and then looking up at Tiny. Like, are you sure you want to do business here?
No.
The hobgoblin's like, oh no, she owed a debt when we saved her from the hedge when her keeper was after her. She was working off her debt. We would never rip off our dear, beautiful friend like that.
I'm not buying it. Mentally, I'm just like, yep.
I don't trust it. Sorry, Gabo friend.
Vinny puts the crown inside his coat just to kind of keep it hidden, but he walks with the empty frame, and then he looks over to Nebby, and then he shows her the frame.
The goblin actually offers you and Nebula a free choice, no payment, to show his goods are worth buying. And if you think it's not, you can always return the item, also free of charge. But the items that you can pick from are a very odd clockwork-looking pistol, a very large silver-looking knife, and then little pellets and a sling.
Can I use common sense?
Hold on.
Hold on.
My boyfriend was letting me know we're getting ready to go to the store and get groceries.
Can I use common sense?
Yes, you can use common sense. Compared to most deals you would get at the Hobgoblin Market, this is probably the most fair deal you're going to get offered. You're not sure what's up with the items unless you do a Wits Occult roll.
I will do Wits Occult roll.
Give me all your Wits and Occult roll.
Okay, I need to pull that up. Sorry, I didn't think about rolling today.
Benny, come here, you little black shit.
Oh my god. Oh, by the way, since this is Wits Occult and it's a perception based, would it also apply with my acute sense and my 8 again roll since it's observing?
I'll allow it this time, but normally this roll is just to pull from your memory and see if you know what these items are cursed or blessed with.
Oh, okay.
I do also have market sense.
Market sense would apply to this roll, yes.
5. That's 9
9
dice.
Hold
9
on.
dice.
I was going to say, Tiny can do a roll also if he wants.
Okay.
What's the cult?
Yes, Wits Occult, and if you have anything like market sense or acute senses, I'll let it apply.
Okay, so do you want us to roll again for all of the 8s and 9s and 10s that I got? Because I got a lot.
No, I count 10s as double.
Okay,
when you get one.
And you said Wits Occult?
Yes, Wits Occult.
And would you count, since I have 8 again, they would be double for everything up?
Sure.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 successes.
So Vincent just probably slapped his dick all over the scene.
Yeah, because no. No, literally the only thing I've got is market sense because I got a 4, a 5, a 6, and a 4.
I got 3 successes.
Market sense would lower the roll for you, Nebula.
Okay.
Your difficulty would be a 6 instead of an 8.
So then that is a. Oh, wait a minute. No, 0. Wait a minute. 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. Yeah, then that's then I got 1 success.
Yeah, because I got a 9, a 10, a 9, an 8, a 10, a 10, a 6, a 5, and a 5.
They, due to y'all not knowing much about contracts, it does glow to all of you, but it doesn't feel like a curse like you've seen on other items that have been talked about.
Mm-hmm. What about Vinny? Does Vinny get anything else?
The only one that's not glowing is the knife, and the sling. The sling glows a different color. It's like a blackish color. I literally had to open my book of tokens. I hope you're happy.
Vinny raises a brow at the sling.
So
he's looking between the knife and the sling because one's not glowing and one is black.
Tiny, what are you picking?
Did you say there's something that's not cursed?
None of them give off the symbol of cursed.
Vinny gestures to the sling and, he makes a note. The knife doesn't seem to have anything special with it. The sling has something completely different.
And what's left if you take the sling is the silver knife and the clockwork style pistol.
Ooh, I'll take the clockwork style pistol.
I'll take the knife. There's nothing special about the knife. It's cool.
Or is there?
Well, okay, fine. I'll take the knife.
Vinny raises a brow and then he says, "Well, do I get anything? I'm with my friends here."
He motions to the last thing left, the sling.
He takes the sling.
Well then, I hope to see you back for some of my larger collection of motions to giant war hammers and broadswords and what looks like a ballista gun and stuff on the back wall.
Ooh.
Now get the fuck away from my stall. I have paying customers.
Vinny walks away with the sling.
As you ask around, everyone says the only one who deals with changeling customers on a personal level is Angelo and Bianca. And that y'all guys have set Bianca free, so you're going to have to go back to Chicago and find her.
He nods.
I want to get a cool changeling mount eventually. A Fey mount.
I mean, they're here, but the price is ridiculous right now.
No, I'm poor right now. I know. I'm a baby character.
One of them has what looks like a giant sewer rat that's 13 feet tall, and he offers it for 4 of your teeth.
No, my teeth are important.
The more important, the more valuable, he says, and goes finger guns at him.
I'm grabbing Tiny.
One of the goblins, by the way, is circling you, Nebula, and sniffing.
She's just going to kind of give this disgusted, what in the hell?
I have something you could want. And he holds out a vial with green glowing liquid in it. All I want is your innocence.
Vinny takes a hold of Nebula and pulls her away.
I am sticking real close to Vinny at this point. Just
the hobgoblin shrugs and goes, well, if you ever want this vial of memories, let me know.
Oh my god. She's just hiding her face. It's like she can't even see where she's going. She's just trusting Vinny to lead her wherever the hell it is she needs to go.
You can get your memories back other ways. Don't.
He's licking his teeth at her as she leaves. Outside the market gate, Bianca's just sitting there, smiling, dancing around, and singing "Wishing Well."
Vinny walks up to her. He's still holding the frame, and Nebby could tell that he probably made some sort of deal.
She throws her hands around Vinny, and she's like, "My prince, my savior."
He gently pats her back and says, "I'm hardly a prince."
Oh, you truly are. Are these your knights? Your men in arms? Looking at Nebula and Tiny.
Nebby is so shaking. There is no way on earth anybody could assume she's a knight.
Oh, here, you must still be a squire or a maiden of the church.
A maiden of the church?
Yes, Keeper had many women that he kept in solitude in the church. The matron was very strict with the priests and priestesses. But that doesn't matter. I get to go home. And big, sparkly, almost if she was an anime character, that's the eyes you would get.
What did the matron call you, dear?
Oh, she called me Snow White.
He gulps softly.
Maybe my name is what offended her enough to chase me off. But it doesn't matter. We're all together on this adventure home now. I shall sing a song of your and tells of your deeds. All of them is Tiny loading the pistol.
Yes. Tiny load pistol.
I do have to ask though, why did you want the queen's crown? I mean, it is cursed.
What?
Only the queen can wear it. But she was exiled by our keeper also.
Then he blinks.
I am just staring right at him. You went and did what?
It's okay. He paid fairly. He gave me an apple.
What?
That's all I wanted, because apples were the key to freedom.
I set her free. Because she was unjustly kept there.
She's smiling at Nebula.
And then Vinny pulls out the crown.
You can almost see the steam rolling up.
Like, she's come over, by the way, and she's like touching Nebula's hair and like whispering, "Your hair is so lovely."
Thank you,
Nebula.
Uh-huh.
Please.
You're. Do you want to go back? Because this will how you go back.
Oh no, it won't. The keeper has nothing to do with these items. The keeper abandoned them, and thus all connection to them has been cut.
These things are tied to what, for me, remembering. And that's all I want.
I'm going to look Snow White square in the face. Are you willing to swear that?
Oh, yes. I love to make promises to new friends.
I don't know how to exchange glamour to actually get a...
She reaches over, just grabs one of Nebula's tentacles and goes, "I solemnly swear that all things I speak are honest."
She'll visibly calm down at that.
I can teach you how to do it. I'm very good at teaching and cooking and cleaning. Do you need someone to cook and clean?
Are you looking for some place to go?
Oh, well, I assumed Mr. Angelo would take me in like he promised.
Vinny!
Like,
bro.
He said I would fit in perfectly with his other girls at home.
You don't want to do that.
Oh, why not?
Because Mr. Angelo is not a nice man.
Not a nice man?
Nope.
But he's the one who showed me the goblin market.
Snow White.
Oh, please, you can just call me Bianca.
Bianca. That man is just like the queen.
But the queen was taken and forced into her position. Did someone take and force Angelo into his position?
Vinny blinks. No, the queen was a monster.
She starts laughing. Our keeper wasn't the queen. She says to Vincent. The queen was literally just her favorite pet. She had been there with her the longest. So, I think you're confused. Our keeper was the matron.
I am literally at this point, my stomach is like contracting and I'm feeling like physically sick.
I mean, it has to be the same keeper as me if you would want her magic mirror's frame.
This was my friend.
I assumed as much, silly.
He gulped softly.
Now let's hurry back. We can make it home in time for dinner and tea. Hashtag Tiny secretly thinking thoughts of murder.
Oh no, I have this cool gun that has a bullet in it now. I'm just trying to figure out who to shoot it at.
She like interlocks an elbow with Tiny and begins singing hi ho, hi ho. It's off to work we go.
We're taking her to the winter court. She can spend time with the children and get help she needs.
Yeah, she's not going anywhere near Angelo. We're not having another one take another vow of servitude.
Oh, I mean, that's what I did at the market. I don't want to do that again.
Yeah,
That's what he does.
That's what Angelo does.
I mean, he said I wouldn't have to work the same position as the other girls because I'm too young.
But you would, eventually.
I mean, everyone should work for their position. Hard work is the key to success.
Not the way that he does it. He uses work as slavery. Makes you bound by it.
Oh, that's horrible. I don't think the dwarfs would like that.
No, it's not. It's not nice at all.
Maybe we should avoid him then until the queen can deal with him. She was always good at slashing a man into behaving.
He smiles softly at that.
You can almost see the wheels turning in Nebby's head.
Did I never meet or keep her?
You did. She liked to wear other faces when she met with us. I think me and the queen are the only ones who ever saw her true face. Oh, except for the little boy Billy.
Wait, what?
Yes, Billy, when he lived with us for a little while, he saw her face when she got mad once. We had to put him in the closet so that she wouldn't hurt him.
Then I owe you a debt of gratitude.
Oh, it's no problem. Little boys should be protected.
Yeah, they should.
She's now like skipping towards the exit of the hedge, singing at the top of her lungs. You can actually notice like hedge creatures are like following her along.
Literally Snow White.
Yes, literally Snow White. She is a chatelaine night singer.
Vinny sighs softly and then he smiles, following.
And is there anything else you guys want to do before I end the scene?
No.
I've got to run to the store and then I'll be back. So,
okay.
Watching. Thank everyone for playing. Hopefully we'll see Lindsay later and you'll all see the Queen's return. Dun dun dun.
Yay!